Here we go. 280. Sunday.
I got you.
Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Go. 280.
I hope you brought your
Least 5-7.
Mike 20. Rip right.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he's able to get back to the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Yeah, I put it up.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night.
I could have did it easily last game, but I just...
It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
I like to go big money plays.
A nice start there to the aerial attack to pick
I
up
can
the
literally
first.
just go dink and dunk.
Preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season.
Yeah, I could get my dude in the zone so easily.
First drive of the season. What a
I
nice
could get my dude in the zone so quick.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I was tight on the pick that I threw in the red zone. I audibled, but I audibled to the wrong play. And if he ran what I
Haskins on first down.
And
Quick throw here, that's complete.
Instead of
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Nothing different. He's going to play you. He's going to play exactly the same way.
Mike 5-4. I'm going to come back to you. Hey.
Oh, damn.
Mike 54.
Now Haskins.
Yeah, he should play the computer.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Barnes. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Joe, you're going to have to see what's up with your with this red zone defense, though.
Ready? Here we go, D. Check safety.
His defense is pretty tight inside the red zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins.
Oh, come on, buddy. You got to catch
He couldn't
it.
hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again.
Didn't throw the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Simple shit, don't throw
Quite
the
like
ball.
a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Haskins, 3rd and long.
Hey, what the fuck? Why is he not passing the ball?
Down he goes again. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half.
One thing
If they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
This is fielded at the 7. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Smoking off the edge.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Pac-Man. 20!
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, watch that. Watch that.
Hey, ram.
Wide, get wide. Check that. Check 52.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
It's a great ability. Tight end. Matchup night.
Yeah, I got that.
Like that? I don't know why receivers can get it. Yo, that shit's nasty. If you cover one-on-one by a tight end, by a linebacker, just monster the shit out of it.
Here we go. 120!
And Wentz not going to take the snap here. Instead, he turns and calls a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Great. 280! Protein spill! Go.
No. Off. Kill. Slam. Hey, check.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mad shit going on.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You think you gonna get this? Hey, we go Mike 20.
Hey, Charlie!
Hey, Mike 20.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Going deep for Hopkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Fucking praise, guy.
Picked off at
No
the
more.
14. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Oh, you finally got one, Joe.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins throwing the out route incomplete.
Look at this
It's
fucking
Barnes.
game, dude.
And he's able to get this
As
one
the
up
first
to his
down, he
30
doesn't go
before
for
he's
it.
out of bounds. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. We're scoreless after 1.
Routes like half a yard short of the fucking marker.
Third and 2, now Haskins. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And he will find his man on the outside.
Runs a fucking 9-yard route, but catches a 6-yard pass.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Haskins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Barnes. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Snap comes in 1. Now Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Why did he take it over the
On the
height?
ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone.
Oh, he got hurt on
Redskins.
Oh my God, oh my God.
Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Guys,
Nice job of polishing
no
off that
sense how
drive,
the
and all the
injury.
credit there goes to that
falls
play.
into the end zone.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance
You better be
almost
coming
felt
back,
futile
baby
at
boy.
that point, didn't it? And the very next
All
play,
right,
they
you
come
get my
right
young
back,
dude. I need to
quick,
get him some
fast, and
points.
in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Get fucking
Yeah, he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the
lose
22-yard
me.
line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground
Yeah,
after the
just
last 2
started
drives
to go back
ended
to
in
old ways.
interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come on.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better
Man,
there.
if you using that dude with
Gain.
the fucking inside zone shit, this
Priority
nigga's a
before moving up to the
fucking
next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like,
running ability.
Oh,
these
yeah,
pants make me look fat, and we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Bravo.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Wentz.
Yeah.
That is incomplete.
Ain't catching no
The one with
bullshit
the dime look
around
that
here,
time
baby.
on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This is taken at the 18. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push.
Oh my God, touchdown and doesn't throw, my nigga, bro.
Derek Barnett.
I gotta double the
his
field every
second
time, bro.
sack of the
Same
night.
dude.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his
Touchdown, easy
back.
money.
So that
This
just
dude
brings
is
us right
killed
back to
every
what you said in
time.
the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Magic. 63. 60. Mike 4. Watch the curve.
To try again after the sack. Haskins. And he's got his man on
Get
the
out the
out
zone,
route.
baby. And I get in the zone.
Ready.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
I'm sorry, what?
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
Mike 4. Hey. Get in the weight room. No, 4. Here I come. Mike 4. Mike 4.
I mean, they've had so many projects together.
3rd down, here's Haskins. And he finds Cook.
I'm afraid of
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out and ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett in that milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5.
That's all.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
No joke, man. He did his thing. He did his thing.
Mike 4. You better bring it. You better bring it.
Now it's Haskins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Barnes. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completion, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
All that matters.
To throw on third down. Haskins. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Joker. Get her on. Rest. Go. Motion. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Watch. Check 50.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Barnes.
The first down.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Throw left side, complete. That's Barnes. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touch.
Is he lit up?
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I got a nice toy to build, Raj. Get a new receiver. I have a new toy to build.
I do too. I picked up 2 dudes.
Oh, they didn't pick up no receivers. I said fuck it this year.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there.
Yeah, lucky I got caught up on a
and this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
the fuck is in the formation at this point?
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5.
Hey, yo, Jason. I think it's about time to start gearing up, sir. I think so.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
He's checking. Crash. Showing it.
I think, what would it be called? A restart.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. So that penalty will back them up half the distance to the goal line.
Yeah.
Hey, staying open.
This is going to be actually pretty tight. With
I got you, son.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this?
You look at freaking the way Jokic is built right now. I don't know if that's in shape.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line.
not even. I think it was more than that.
Yeah, it's like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was like a couple of weeks.
They
So
just announced it. They just announced it like last week that he had it.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going.
They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 21-0.
Coming back with a vengeance. It should have been a half and a chip, but JT messed me up.
This one away, and off
I got to take it out on everybody.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. No time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing.
Just as long as run of the day. 30 yards.
34 yards there and a first down.
I will give him this due, though. He got some runs.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on first down. We'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wentz to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing now is Wentz. Going up top.
That's out of here, boy.
Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
From midfield now, Haskins. And this is Cook with a grab. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Haskins now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Actually, it's only been like 3, though, hasn't it? I thought it was only 3.
Now Haskins on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hines.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was.
Everyone thought they were doing something,
and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Yeah, but they said he only got like 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Haskins on 3rd down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. So kind of a tough break there. No real hooker slice to that one, but he's denied by the upright.
And he basically hits it just straight as an arrow. But yeah, since he's on the hash mark to begin with, straight as an arrow isn't good enough.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. Now Wentz.
That's my pick. Come on, baby.
Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Nah, there's a few of them.
Throwing his Wentz. Got his
He
man.
caught that. Oh
right
my
side.
God, my dude didn't even
And they
move.
work this well
That's
upfield
bullshit.
across the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Linebackers are
On
iffy.
first
Whether they
down,
animate or not.
Sanders.
Like, unless
Man,
you
I
got like
switched
Safety
it,
lurking,
man.
Landon
Fuck outta
Collins
here.
there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because
It's not even like it was a far pass. That shit went literally 1 yard behind him. Nah, that's a pick. He just didn't give it to me.
yeah, man, they just
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Finn Wendell.
Another run here with Sanders.
Yeah, baby, where you
Absolutely
going?
nowhere as he's belted
That
before
man don't
he
know what
can
he's
get
doing.
out of the
Calling
backfield.
timeout.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Hey, kill. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Working from the gun. Wentz. He's going to let this go for the end zone.
That's
And
not good.
incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Under 10. Win 5-3. Win 5-3.
Yo, you mad far, P.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard
Hey,
line.
Joe.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check 24. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins.
Man, he can't get the
Pressure
ball
too
off.
great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish
Pressing the
offensively,
bias, you
I'm not sure
back.
that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Mad time.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Touchdown.
Check. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. The Redskins send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get
that's it.
points.
That's all they did.
And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the 50-yard line.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen, make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no
set
matter
up
the
99.
situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
I got one. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Yo, my dude dropped 2 picks, man. Come on.
Incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
They'll always stream on YouTube.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'll put it in the chat. Well, I'll put the link to the stream in the chat. And you can...
I'm coming.
I put the link in the chat. And you can subscribe.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down.
Like that, baby.
Yo!
Looking left sideline, it's complete.
I promise I won't run
Give
up
him
the score
16 yards
time.
there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. Haskins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Single.
Yo,
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Oh, he pulled
You like that field goal?
It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. It's loose. The ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety.
I never do
Things
that.
are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in
I never
here,
do that work.
and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington.
Yeah, he's just pissed that he's lost. He's giving up. He's like...
His second touchdown on the
chewing
season.
clock since the third quarter.
His guys continue to pour it
What it
on.
is.
Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that
told
first
him.
win. It's tough to do
He
it
didn't
away
want to
from home,
believe
though,
me.
but
He
they're
told,
looking
I
strong.
told him it was a
certainly
fluke
is.
that
Any
win that he
road
did.
win
He's
in
like,
the
come
NFL
on, dog.
is a
He
great
should
road
have
win.
beat
I
me
mean,
like
it
3
just does
times
not
in a row
matter
now.
whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
Let's go. Let's do this.
I mean, he like old dudes anyway.
Veterans.
You know, he love them old dudes.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11.
Who's that?
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
What the fuck is
Things are just
going on
from
here,
bad
dog?
to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here.
Lord knows.
One frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own
Yeah,
shadow right
run it
now.
out.
I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now?
Nah.
Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus,"
Let 'em
because they think this one is over.
ahead and play him on auto if you need to. Fucking bomb him for like 90.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still got a starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
What was that?
Because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete.
That's what you get. Payback, baby.
37. So, of course, they declined.
I didn't forget about all the shit we was talking.
They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Is that really necessary, though, Joe? Oh, wow. This nigga coming out pump block. Damn. He just giving Joe all the XP out here. Better find your rookie, Joe.
Haskins going to try to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
He's not going to get me.
Yo, how come the computer don't be using their points, yo?
56. Let him know, let him know.
Haskins going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout.
Nah, I see that shit all the time.
With a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Motion, motion, motion.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long.
What the fuck kind of pass is that, buddy?
The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it.
Get out of here with
He'll
this
take this all
fucking...
the way down inside the 40. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback in a pin.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself.
Yeah, he not tried to. He did score. Oh, he's not going to score. Come on, JP.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 30. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Back out real quick.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. He finds Hopkins complete. Yeah, this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2 unsuccessful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He's got daylight. 20, 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Legendary.
Have a day.
I mean,
it's
what
a
does
legendary
it matter?
dude. Like,
these guys who are playing in this game,
retired.
there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Hey, I don't know who's home. I mean, I'm home, but I can stream. I don't care.
Well, they work this out past the 25. 25 yards that time.
Still not comfortable with the